You are watching 2+U Nevada, joining us this afternoon with a very important topic, healthcare in our rural communities. We have Jen Garrett, a family nurse practitioner and a mental health nurse practitioner at Pinnacle Primary Care. And Jen, specifically, you work in the Fernley office of Pinnacle.
Absolutely. We have just opened our 7th branch of Pinnacle Medical Group in Fernley. We've celebrated our 5th anniversary of our time supporting medical needs in our communities locally in Northern Nevada. And it's a super exciting time to be part of this organization and part of Pinnacle and able to help the people that we live with, our community.
And the rurals really have, we see the need for healthcare practitioners all over Nevada. Like that's
Absolutely.
A completely different discussion. But seeing you there in Fernley, in the rural community is so important. Talk about the needs of medical help in our rurals.
Absolutely. The needs of our community are great. We know that when we look at the demographics of people in the rural community, we know that there are some differences than our urban counterparts. And because there aren't as many providers, they don't know how to access that healthcare. In healthcare, we tend to talk a lot in a lot of acronyms, and that can be really misleading and very confusing for people.
100%. You guys have a whole different language.
We have a whole other language. And so what we really want to do is create opportunities and build those relationships so that people trust us to come and talk to us about the things that they need and help them navigate those systems. In many cases, there actually are social programs and systems that are available and present, but people don't know how to get into them and they don't know what questions to ask. So by creating these relationships with our primary care providers, we're really able to teach people to navigate these systems. We're able to help them and get through those things so that we can get them to the health care that they need. And what we're really talking about is increasing their longevity and helping them live healthier lives. But if you don't have a provider, you are less likely to go in and take care of a problem until it's more severe. And so then you end up in the emergency room and with a expensive hospitalization and some long-term effects of those things. So what we at Pinnacle really focus on is managing those chronic conditions and making sure that we're working on prevention so that those healthcare issues don't have to dominate our lives and decrease the quality of life as we age.
And let's delve into that, right? Because having a person that you can go to and speak honestly about, oh, like I'm feeling it, or whatever issue there is, you need to be 100% honest with your primary care provider.
Absolutely. Especially one of the characteristics of people that live in rural communities is that they really like to tough things out and really be strong. And what we find is that that can lead to them having more significant impacts. You're more likely to die of a cardiac event in a rural community because it isn't caught as fast and because it takes us longer to get to the help that you need to stop that issue. So by really developing these relationships and giving us as your providers the opportunity to stay in touch with your preventative care, we really improve the quality of your life again and hopefully can help you have a healthy older years and spend the time with your grandkids and your great-grandkids instead of worrying about trying to navigate the system then.
And it's so important too, because seeing a primary care provider, then you can refer them to that next step. But a lot of times if people aren't seeing a primary care provider, they're not going to get the expertise later on down the road when it is needed.
No, and we really depend on the United States Task Force for Prevention and the preventative medicine recommendations, and we're going to share those with you. We're going to help you get them, and we're going to help stay on top of those things. And then we are still going to have a lengthy wait before you have to get to that specialist that may be able to help you with the next steps. But if we've already caught it early, then it's it can be less severe down the road. And that's what we're really working on.
Well, Jen, where do people go? How do they get an appointment with you? Where are you located?
We are located at 805 East Main Street in Fernley, and you could call our Our call center, 775-204-4000. And if we're still in the process of getting all of our credentialing through. It's not my favorite part of all of this, but we're still working on getting all of our credentialing through. And you can actually ask to be placed on a wait list for your specific insurance plan. And if we're not covering it now, I promise they're working on it, and we'll get you in as soon as possible.
Well, Jen, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Hope to see you back. Then we can delve into some of the issues that you're seeing out in Fernley, like how bad's the flu, how bad's the...
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time today.
Yeah, you're watching 2+ U Nevada.